Today we're going to discuss 3 letters sure to trigger a wide range of emotions for Mustang buyers, especially those looking for the new GT500. Now obviously the 3 letters I'm referring to are ADM, Additional Dealer Markup, also known as ADP, Additional Dealer Profit, or sometimes simply by market adjustment. Now what does this mean? What it means is the dealer is, for whatever reason that they feel is correct, is adding additional price to the car you're looking to purchase. Now, ADM's been around for a long time. Some dealers do it by adding nitrogen to the tires and paint sealant and some kind of Rust-Oleum or anything like that, basically to add additional things to the car to up their profits. Now, believe it or not, some of these cars, what they cost, the profit margin isn't that great. We'll discuss that in a little bit. But again, ADM's been around for a long time. What we're gonna focus on though is ADM on rare cars. And then this is something, again, it's been happening for a while with Ford. It happened with Boss 302s, particularly Unisekas. It happened with the Cobras. It's happened with the GT350s, Lightnings, Focus RS. Now the big one is the GT500. All right, so first let's look at ADM from the dealer side of things. I know people call them stealerships and think the dealer's taking advantage, but let's talk about what that dealer goes through to get that car. Now, first of all, the whole ADM thing is not just Ford. Dodge's done it with the Demon. Honda's done it before with the Civic Type R, Toyota with the Supra. This is not just a Ford thing, it's happening across the board. Now, we'll start with a Ford. If you're looking to sell a GT500 or a GT350 at your dealership, you have to pay Ford $2,500 a year to sell Shelbys. So basically, that's gonna get you 1 allocation currently for a GT500 and 1 allocation for a GT350. Then additional allocation is going to be based off awards that your dealership may have won and then sales for the last couple years. So a lot of these dealers may only get 1 car. Even if they're a big dealer, they might get 2 or 3 cars. Now again, that's talking about the base GT500 or base GT350. Now if you're talking about a GT350R or a track pack GT500, well, they're even harder to get. You only get an R based on how many GT350s you sell, and as far as getting a track pack, it's every 3rd allocation. So unless you get at least 3 allocations at your dealer, you can't even sell the top of the line GT500. They call that the golden ticket. The golden ticket will get you that carbon fiber track pack or painted stripes. Now you don't have to get both, but you need that ticket just to order that package. The reason being is the carbon fiber parts, particularly the wheels. Carbon fiber wheels, you can't mass produce them. They are the production process is very, very slow, and Ford can only make so many of them. So they're really going to limit that track pack car. So now Ford spent $2,500 to be able to buy these cars, just to be able to sell them. Then they go through all these processes and have to sell so many cars just to get the allocation, and they're only getting a couple of these cars. They're very, very rare. So why wouldn't they try to get more money for them? And that's where the ADM comes into place. I mean, they went through a lot of hoops to get this car. I mean, a normal sale on a GT500, if they sell it at retail, they might make $6,000. It's not a lot of money. You're talking about an $85,000 car, you're talking less than 10% profit in that car. So if that car is that rare and they can't get them and the market's gonna pay for it, why would they not mark it up a couple bucks? And that's where ADM comes in. And people call it greedy and they can say that the dealer's taking advantage of them, but that dealer went through a lot of work to get that car, and if the market is willing to pay it and you want to be the first on the street to have the car, well, you're going to pay an ADM. Now from the customer side of things, if I'm walking into a dealership and I see a GT500 sitting there and that sticker says $85,000, if I have the money, in my opinion, I should be able to buy that car for $85,000. That's what Ford says that car should sell for. But you got to look at it from the dealer standpoint as well. It's like, say you were selling your own personal car and you put it up for $10,000 and all of a sudden a bidding war broke out and someone was going to give you 12, the next guy says he'll give you 13, next guy's going to give you 15. You'd be excited, you're making more off your car. Well, the dealer's doing the same thing with these rare production cars. I mean, dealers focus on volume. That's how a dealer stays in business, that's how they grow. They're not making a lot per car, so they have to sell a lot of cars. When you get to a car like these rare cars, they're not getting a lot of them. So they have to make as much money as possible on that particular car. And again, like I said, I feel that I should be able to buy it from MSRP, but that is manufacturer's suggested retail price. And if the market demands that car sell for more, well, it's probably going to. So if you've been following the 2020 GT500 market, you can see that ADMs are all over the place. There are some people who are getting their car at MSRP, but the average ADM seems to be in the $2,500 to maybe $10,000 range, but I've seen as high as $50,000 on one of the carbon fiber package cars. I mean, it really is it's gonna come down to supply and demand. So what's my opinion on ADM? In my opinion, I don't think I would ever pay over sticker for a car, even if I could. But again, I understand where the dealer's coming from and how rare these cars are. And if someone is going to spend that money, you know what, why not make the profit? Because after all, they are a business. So what's your opinion on ADM? Do you agree with it? Have you ever paid it? Would you pay it? Let us know in the comments below.